Here we go.
It's showtime.
Hey, yo, are you in the market for some royalty-free, lit-banging beats produced by industry producers who's worked with some of the industry's finest? Just go to www.chosenbeats.club. That's www.chosenbeats.club. Because there you can get you a banger starting at $2. Yes, $2. That's www.chosenbeats.club. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah!
You see it. Grant 7 Painting and Coatings. Buy CustomPaint.com right now. For a limited time, use discount code NewYork10 or NY10 to get 10%. Yes, 10% off at BuyCustomPaint.com.
Yeah!
Right now, Katana Wraps. You can get everything you need for your vehicle. Splitters, side skirts, wicker bills, rear diffusers, wraps, full wraps, tire letters. Using discount code New York on selected products to get your discount.
What?
Also on Katana Wraps, you get 15, yes, I said it, 15% off select items at Katana Wraps.
Okay!
Dance, I got that heat, let's go.
It's showtime.
Y'all know it's showtime. It's showtime. What up, what up, what up? Man, appreciate everybody up in the building. Man, I see everybody up in here waiting and waiting. I know this is one of the interviews I couldn't wait to do. I've been waiting to do this one for a minute. Man, everybody in the building, y'all smash the like button while y'all up in here. Man, you know what? I see my dog Swaps and stuff in the building. You see I'm rocking the shirt today. And I'm so glad he's up in the building, man. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second because I got people still hitting me up at the same time. But let's go ahead and get with the comments. Banners, where y'all at, Banners? Where my banners at? My banners have disappeared. Boom, there go one. Boom, there go the other. Man, y'all welcome. Welcome to New York City Live Podcast. Yes, I am him. He is I. And we're going to sit here and we're going to have a good time today for this hour and a little bit that we're going to be on. Yes, hour and a little bit going to be on because, man, I got a surprise for y'all. For those folks that have been following and following my guests, I got a surprise for y'all. For those that don't know my guests, you're going to learn today. You're going to get to know them today. So, man, everybody smash the like button while you're up in here. Man, Life with Troy, what's up, man? I know you said you've been missing because you've been working, man. Go get that money, man. You got to get that money. So I can't argue with that. You got to get that money. Shout out to my dog, Loco. If y'all didn't know, this is possible, period, because of Loco. So today I'm going to dedicate half of the show to Loco. Yes, Loco, half of it. Because, hold up 1 second. Hold up. Well, 85 Cuddy, boy, I see you in the building. But yes, the reason why is because, you know, for those that don't know and whatnot, and those that came from the other side and whatnot, that see me early, I was talking to my man. Hold up, let's put it up there. Talking to my man Demonology earlier. Y'all, give y'all update. For those that missed it, he is home. He's home. He's healing. I got a chance to talk to him earlier, and then I talked to him doing this live. For those that caught me, the last part is live, talking to him and whatnot. Man, I'm so glad that he's home. Salute my brother. And man, if y'all didn't know, he's in that karate body. Because even though, when I mean that karate body, I mean, if I'm about to talk about Jim Kelly. Some of y'all probably know who Jim Kelly is. But he's lost a little weight while he was in. He's on the up and up. He said, man, he's healing. So salute to my dog. And also, he put out a thing today that, man, he was watching my lives. And that's what gave him motivation, inspiration, and gave him a lot of joy. So, man, right there, that means a lot. Especially to me, that means a whole lot that he was dead. You know, and I was there to basically give him inspiration because he actually called me after my live and let me know what was going on. But he didn't want me to say anything to anybody because he wanted to wait and do a live and announce it. I had already knew what was going on, but he didn't want me to say anything to anybody. And he did it the next day. So definitely shout out to Demonology. So I got to dedicate the other half of the show, Loco, to my dog, Demonology, because he's, you know, out of there. He's home. I'm loving that he's home. So, man. Let's keep it going. 85 Cut It. Boy, I see in the building. I see. Yes, y'all. It's showtime. It's showtime. It is showtime. My dog Swaps and stuff. I mean, he was up in here early. And I swapped stuff. I think he was up here early because you seen I had the shirt on. You must have known I had the shirt on today. So, I got to represent. I ain't got my merch shirt on the desk. So, I'm going to wear my Swaps and Stuff shirt today. Yes, I am. Shout out to my girl T Rose in the building. If y'all didn't know, she is one half of Ladies Night. Next Thursday, the 21st, will be Ladies Night. We're going to talk ladies and cars and things you like about it, because there's some ladies out here riding clean too. Y'all check for part 2 of that segment. It'll be series 2. Y'all don't want to miss that at all. You don't want to miss it. Let's see. Comments starting to go real fast. Also, shout out to my dog KJ. KJ, I know you overseas. I know you watching and whatnot. You may not be watching live, but I know you watch the replay. Man, we salute you. Hold up, wrong hand. There we go. We salute you, bro. You know you out there serving our country. Thanks for serving our country. And I'm going to keep you entertained like I promised. I'm going to live up to my promise and whatnot. Man, let's see who else in the building. I see everybody up in. Hold up. Kanisha on in the building. Oh, somebody new, man. Appreciate you stopping through. Hit the like button, hit notification button. Did I miss anything yet? Did I? Nope. You didn't miss anything. You right on time. We just getting started. You are so on time, it ain't funny. Wayne, you ain't missing nothing. Shout out to my girl T Rose in the building. Yeah, yep, I see you. Man, shout out to my girl Miss LXS, the other half of Ladies Night for the 21st. You don't want to miss it. Next Thursday, we're gonna talk cars and whatnot. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. My dog Catfish, man. What's up? Catfish? Where you been? I actually called you, kept going straight to voicemail. I didn't know where you had been, man. What's up? Prayers everybody doing great, man. Yeah, prayers everybody doing well out here. We know stuff is starting to open up, but y'all definitely be safe out here. Please be safe out here when stuff is starting to open up, because things are open don't mean just get out here and act crazy with the beer flu out here. Don't act crazy at all, because my dog Tanner Slit in the building. What up, bro? My brother from another mother right there. If y'all didn't know, the person in the beginning doing the beats and whatnot and does the beats that y'all hear for the intro for this podcast, that's my dog Tanner Slit. Beats start at $2. You can't beat it. Go there and tell them I sent you. Tell them I sent you to get your beats. And that's for my creators that's in here. Oh, somebody just want to jam out for some workout stuff. Hold up. All the comments just went real fast. What up, Bad Little Man in the building? What up, Bad Little Man? I know I saw you early in Demonology thing and whatnot, but man, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Let's see. Appreciate that. Oh, man. No doubt, man. I'm going to wear it. Hopefully y'all can see it. Yes. The Swaps and Stuff shirt. Yes, I'm going to wear it because that's my dog right there. He showed me love and sent me that, and I'm going to make sure I wear it at least once a week if I can. Man, hold up. Nut House Customs in the building, man. I appreciate you rolling through, man. Y'all shout out Nut House Productions in the building. Let's see. Make sure I ain't miss anybody else. My dog, Mr. Random, in the building. Mr. Random, how you coming along with your LS swap and whatnot, man? You doing a lot. I know I'm a little behind in certain videos, but hey, I'm here. Loco said, let's go, man. Loco, we getting it going. We getting it all the way going. My dog, Page J in the building. I see you, man. Appreciate you rolling through. Man, Miss LSX says, swap the world. I'm going to leave that right there. She said, LS swap the world. Dag on right. LS swap the world. Man, shout out to Forscato TV. He said, what's good, fam? Prayers for Demonology. Yes, prayers for Demonology. Y'all didn't know Demonology is probably watching in the background. He can't do a lot of talking. He might do a lot of typing and whatnot, but he is watching in the background because he told me he was going to watch, as much as he can, but he's watching in the background. So definitely salute. And he said, thank y'all for all y'all prayers. For those that missed it, definitely thank y'all for all y'all prayers and whatnot. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Blah, 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 blah. No, didn't miss anybody. Oh, wait. Zay in the building. I see you, Zay. Hold on. Zay in the building. I see you. I've been listening about to fry some chicken. Man, Zay, go ahead and fry some chicken for everybody. Anybody want a 2-piece? Need a 2-piece, a biscuit? Man, go ahead and Zay, hook that on up, man. We hungry around here. Let's get it. Listen, this round look like Monte Carlo night tonight. You know what? It does look like that because you see all the money. Hold up. Wrong hand. You see all the Monte Carlos in the back. It does look like that. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it what? Now, make sure I miss anybody. If I missed anybody, I will get y'all as I go along, but we're going to go and get started because my guest is here. And I know my guest, Loco, just for you, bro, I got a surprise for you. It's not just one guest, it's 2 guests. Yes, it's 2 guests in the building. Well, shout out to Loco for making this happen, but we're going to go ahead and introduce the first one and introduce the second one at the same time. So, y'all coming to the stage. Mr. LS Swap himself up here in KC. Yes, he resides here in KC. Mr. Lemar Auto Designs in the building. What up, bro?
What's up, man?
Man, what's up? Hold on. It's somebody else sitting there, man. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, sir. It's Tevion's Garage. Check me out on YouTube.
Man, Loco, this for you, bro. This for you. This was for you. This is for you. He said, I was hoping bros came on. Yes. I was actually going to do it separate, but being they was together, I said, well, let's get it. Let's put them all in together. Let's get it going. So, yes, for the folks that's coming in, it's not 1, it's 2 guests tonight. And that's how we're going to rock tonight. But we're going to go ahead and get started and whatnot. Somebody already sending me a message. Man, he does LS swaps in KC? What's the location? How can I get in contact with him? Okay, we're gonna get to that. Hold on. You just steady sending messages. Hold on. We are gonna all the way get to that. Hold on. Let's take this down so we can see. We're gonna all the way get to that. But man, first and foremost, I want to say, man, thank you for taking time in your busy schedule to come rock with your boy. Man, I'm so glad to have y'all on. After Loco told me about y'all, I was like, wait a minute. Wait. They in KC? Oh, hell yeah. I got to get them on real quick. Man, y'all see it up there. Loco already put the link up for Tevion's Garage because I didn't get a chance to even add the link after I found out. Loco, like I say, this was last minute. I didn't get a chance to add the link. Mr. John said, nice banner poster in the background. Oh, yeah, he's looking at yeah. Got to put it in the background. Got to put it up there. Y'all definitely check out Tevion's Garage right here. Lemar Auto Design, his stuff is already in the background already. But, man, let's go ahead and get it started, man.
Yeah.
Man, Lemar, I'm going to start with you first.
What's that?
Being you the guest of the night, I'm going to start with you first. How did you get started, period, with everything? Because I got people saying, man, it's going to be Monte Carlo tonight. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be that. Shout out to Jeep family building because Jeep family got a Monte Carlo as well. Shout out to him and the whole family in the building. Because I don't know if it's him or his wife on, but that's why I would shout out the whole family. But let's start from the beginning.
All right, man. First off, man, I want to thank you for having us on, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Man, salute.
I'm not one, man. I usually play the background. I kind of fly below the radar, behind the scenes. But it's time to get out there and show people what I'm doing. But started for me. I'm originally from Alabama. I don't know if you can tell by the accent. I'm a Southern boy. And,
I can tell.
Growing up, man, my granddad was a mechanic, worked on pretty much anything, man. And we was pretty much free labor for him growing up. So he would tell us to do something and just show us how to do it. And I kind of took a liking to it. And just growing up, working on small blocks, working on my own stuff. I grew up in a rural town, so it wasn't a whole lot of shops. You couldn't just go to the corner, drop your car off or whatever. So you had to keep your own stuff running. And I kind of took a liking to it. And growing up, I was always like mechanically inclined. I would just take brand new stuff apart, man. It was just my thing. And a little while back, probably like 10, 11, somewhere in there. No, it's probably like 07, 08, somewhere like that. I got my first LS powered vehicle, so I started messing with that. And then from there, my first swap was an S10, which is probably one of the most difficult things to do, to swap because you ain't got no room really. And, I kind of started with that. That was my first swap, man. It just took off from there. I just like power. I like building. I'm more of a builder than a driver for real. They'll tell you, man, I'll build a car, put everything you want in it, anything crazy you want in it, and then let somebody else drive it more than me. So I enjoy the building, and that's just my thing.
Man, you know what? After Loco said something, I was like, wait a minute. I was already subscribed to you with my old channel and didn't even realize. And I was like, I didn't know he was in KC. So I went back and started looking at all kind of footage after Loco said that. Because I was supposed to go with Loco to come see y'all that day. When he came to y'all to come get, I forgot what he bought from y'all, but he bought something to go with his.
He came over. I was selling my box Chevy. I don't know if you saw the footage of that box Chevy.
I saw it.
I was selling that car minus the motor, what I'm saying, minus the drivetrain. And I had quite a few people hit me up about it, but Loco and another guy came and they showed up, and it was crazy because I was running a little behind. And those two guys, I thought they came together. I thought they showed up together, like, okay, whatever. And they were actually two competing buyers. And Loco was like, hey, man, can I shoot out? He went into the storage or whatever. He was like, dude, forget the car. He was like, man, can I shoot some of this other stuff you got back here? I was like, man, do your thing, And
I was supposed to be with him shooting that footage. I was supposed to be there.
Man, we probably would have turned it into a party. You had to showed up, man. It'd have been live, man. And I told him, I was like, man, shoot whatever, and we'll do whatever. You want to come back, what I'm saying? Anytime y'all want to kick it, man, just come on.
Man, you know what? As soon as all this crap is over with, I'm definitely coming. Especially being y'all that close. I'm like, what? Oh, I'm coming. Because you might have a few things that I need around there, Finally met somebody besides Loco that has as many cars as I got. And I'm like, man, tell the folks how many cars you got. I thought it was me doing some of these old school cars.
Yeah, man. We sitting at like right now. Well, no, I take that back. The number I told you originally, it went up because I just picked up another SS Monte Carlo today. So I'm sitting at like 18 cars right now. I got 5. I got 5 in a possible SS Monte Carlo. So you see the 3 back there in the banner.
Hold on. Let me blow it up for people to see because people's like, what? Somebody already asked me, what's that behind you? Hold on, here we go. This is what's behind me. This is his whips. The Monte Carlo sitting in the back. I'll try to scoot out the way as much as I can, but it's the same thing I already put up.
Yeah, I got that. That's 3 in that picture. I got a T-top 86. I just picked up another 86 hard top.
Well, speaking of that, local want to know. Well, go ask this. Ask him when he's selling his 2-door. Man, he ain't selling that 2-door.
Yeah, that was crazy too because he came to buy the 4-door box and I pull up in a 2-door box. And he was like, dude, like, man, sell me that car. I'm like, oh my God. Like
me and Loco might fight for that one right there.
Yeah. It's a 2-door box. It's pretty clean, man. I bought it from an old gentleman. It's been good ever since I had it. I got an LS already built for it. You know, it's like that's just kind of my thing. Like I like to build it, and I'll sit stuff to the side. I got a brand new LS1 sitting on the stand. I got a brand new LS2 on the stand. Man, we got some crazy combos that we just kind of put up for the day that we get this working on our own stuff because everybody else wants this LS stuff right now. So
yes,
so it's kind of hard to get back to our stuff. Dealing, trying to help everybody else, and that's one thing that we always try to do. Is I'm one of them people, man, and Tevion the same way, man. I want to see y'all with it. I ain't gonna never be the person that's just like, man, I don't know if I want to work on your stuff, man. I actually want to see y'all out here with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if it's anything, like you said, I might have something you need. If it's something I got, you need it, man. Just holler at me.
Hey, I wish I'd have found you when I needed this one bracket, but they ended up fabricating for me because they got a CNC machine there. They fabricated the bracket because we couldn't find it nowhere. And it was the bracket for the AC because we had to move the AC for my car.
Yeah. I'm working. I'm fighting on that too because I see a lot of the aftermarket stuff, and if everybody interested in what we're talking about that new Gen 5 LT4 swaps.
Yes.
So I got the LT1 out of a 2019 Camaro. And one thing that I'm probably gonna be fighting is the trans tunnel. I got a homeboy, God rest his soul. He passed away last year around this time. My boy down in Florida.
Condolences.
He has, man, dude. I wish he was still living. I'll hook you up with him, man. He's one of them people that, dog. When I say he could make anything work, he was doing our harnesses for us for our LS swaps that look better than Spear Tech, better than anywhere. PSI. His harnesses were way better than any of them. He was doing it out of his home garage, dog. Straight out of Tallahassee, Florida. He passed away last year, March. It was March last year, and he has a 86 Monte Carlo SS. And he has LT1 in his car. He was finishing it up. LT1 Gen 5. He did his own harness for it. He had everything running. He was just trying to finish it up, man, when he passed away. And man, it was an unfortunate loss to not just us, but to the car world. Because if he had, if the world had knew who he was, a lot of people do know on the internet and the Facebook world. But if you guys had met him, y'all, man, dog, that dude was special, man. I mean, like he on something different. So if you see that Monte Carlo that's in the middle, his Monte Carlo and my Monte Carlo look identical. Same year, same everything. And I'm going to take my LT4 and it's going in that car. And that's going to be my Project Anime, which is my boy O's first name. I redubbed my car as Project Anime in his honor, man. So we gotta make that one real live. Yeah.
Wow. I know I missed a couple questions, Local. I know I missed that question. I'm gonna go back up. I don't know, Tevion, if you got a chance to see it. Hold on, I'm trying to go back. Here it is.
I think what he said.
Tevion when he first start coming on his LS, on his swap.
Hey, it's real close to starting up here. Y'all check out my channel. Y'all can see I've been doing the whole process. Luckily, I'm blessed to know this guy. Shoot, he blessed me with the suspension from his Caprice, coilovers, tubular control arms, an A5 in with a Detroit locker in it. The whole nine. I'm pretty set. So I bought that off of him. Then we built my motors to LS. It's a 5.3 to a 5.7. With
you done boarded it. You done boarded and stroked it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
In there. I got a turbo 400 with a brake. So it's gonna be a street car, but I'm trying to do something a little extra. Out in Mexico, of course, not on KC Street.
Was being you just
We don't
said
do
that
that right here.
somebody just sent me a Q&A and they didn't send it 3 times, so I'm going to ask. They were like, when are we going to get that shot to come to Mexico? Hot 67-8 816. So I'm guessing, well, we know what 816 is. That's Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, when we going to get that shot coming to Mexico?
Man, we trying to get them all together. Like I said, we got to get everybody that we're working on out the way. But the motor out that box, it's sitting on the ground. It'll go in some whenever. Set up for a 400 shot of nitrous. So I hope you brought a big enough gun.
Mm-hmm.
So we ready.
Hey, Loco, we got to be there for that one. We got to be. He said, when is that Hawthorne SS to your boy? Oh, when you selling that Hawthorne SS to your boy?
I know what he's talking about. The silver SS. My guy Antoine Hawthorne. I kind of introduced those guys. I actually got that car from Antoine Hawthorne down in Oklahoma. He's down in Oklahoma. He just opened a shop too. Hawthorne Built Performance, and he just opened his shop. And I got that car for him. I traded him. What did I trade him? A forged crank.
Yeah.
And a couple of more parts for his car, and he gave me that car. So,
wow, yeah, man, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. A good friend of mine also, I know he's working, but he wanted me to ask this. He said, man, because he already know who y'all are. I was the one that hooked him up. I back in right around Thanksgiving. I was coming back from Louisiana, and I saw a 2-door box for sale, clean. Told him about it, gave him the number for it. He contacted the guy. He went down the next weekend and got it, brought it back up. And he said, you know what? I'm being my son's car. I gave it to him already. You know, I'm doing the engine. You know, I'm studying me doing the engine right now because it came with 350, and I'm going to let him drive that for a while. But he said, let it be known he will be contacting y'all to do an LS swap and it coming up here. After this is over with, he said he contact y'all. He said, because right now, what's going on, he's an essential worker. They got him on the road working heavy.
Yeah. We appreciate that, man.
And I told him I'll definitely get it. Also, Kanisha Arnold, let me put up her comments.
Yeah, that's matter of fact, my friend that I was talking about that passed away, that's his wife.
That's why she said that. She said it's my baby, March 24th. Well,
yeah,
Kanisha, my condolences to you and whatnot, because I know what it is to lose somebody, especially somebody close. And we're going to keep talking about him and bigging up his name, especially he's doing great things.
Man,
it's just too bad I didn't get a chance to meet him.
I'm telling y'all, if y'all could have, man, just a piece of the work. We had this thing, we had this group going called a trio. It was myself, Antoine Hawthorne, and O down in Florida. And the stuff, the ideas that we had coming, man, it was going to be something different, man.
I say still put it into play.
Yeah, we still doing it.
Yeah. Still put into play and honor him with it.
I'm gonna go down to Florida and we're gonna get his car and we're gonna finish it for his son and for his family, man. We're gonna finish it up and get it on the road. So that's my dog, man.
Man. But definitely, like I said, my condolences to y'all and whatnot. I wish I could have met him because he just sounded like a dude that I knew I would have just got along with it and had fun with it and whatnot. But
yeah,
wow, man, especially being he was doing the harnesses like that and who you compared him to. I'm like, that's big.
Man, no lie, man. If you see one of O's harnesses, matter of fact, I got one downstairs. I one of the last harnesses he did, I tracked down the guy. He was switching to Terminator X. I bought it back just to have it. And to look at like a PSI harness or a Spear Tech or something like that, man, dog, it ain't even
Spear Tech, because Spear Tech harnesses.
It ain't even close.
Wow.
Old stuff was laid out so perfect. You could just put it on the motor, it'll fall where it's supposed to go.
Wow. And that's the best way for it to be done. Like, I paid extra money to have mine done because the guy was like, we can wire this, but if you want to look neat, you want to do this, and we can put it to the firewall. I mean, the way how, shout out to Josh, the way how he did that, I was like, oh my God, man, it looked factory. And you know, I'm saying, however, you know, your guy was doing and whatnot, especially when you bought it back, that's just something you don't get rid of, especially now that he's gone. That's something y'all hang on to. I wouldn't even put it in there. I'll just hang it up on the wall with his picture on and say, this is one of the last ones he did.
Yeah, I got it stashed away in a box, man. And the dude, the guy that he sold it to, he was happy that I was keeping it, man, you know. So shout out to Trey. Trey Kelly is his name. I appreciate him for selling it back to me.
Man, definitely shout out to him. Not how I said laptop team in Kansas City. Yeah, can't see it on the map. And that's another thing. How was your transition coming here to KC? Because it seemed like we got here right around the same time, and I'm like, well, how would you transition coming here to KC?
Man, coming from the South, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. That groove so different, man. Like down there where we come from. If you ever been down south, man, we raised everything.
Oh, I lived in Atlanta for 13 years.
Man, we raised bicycles, shopping carts at the grocery store. Man, we racing. Man, if your baby on a stroller, you got a baby with a 2-year-old and under, we give you the hit and the break, man. We raise everything, and then coming out here, man, and it's just a different groove. It's a little more cliquish. I guess you kind of got to know people, and me being, coming out here not really knowing anybody in that group, I kind of had to get out here. But like I said, I kind of fly under the radar. And I met this guy named Ben Slaughter. We call him Slaughterhouse, Mr. Slaughter.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
I met him first. It was like one of the first people I met, and he out here. He know everybody, so he just kind of showed me the way, man. And people caught wind in my box because I had that box built because I was here by myself. I ain't had nothing else to do. And people caught wind of that box Chevy, man, and he was just kind of my guy. He was my spokesperson because I ain't really know nobody, and I was kind of drawn to myself anyway. Yeah. So he was my spokesperson. He been my homie ever since.
Man, well, that's what's up. Yeah, I actually know him. Somebody introduced me to him. I think I was here maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Like, yo, you need to meet this guy, Ben. I was like, okay. That's all I knew was Ben. But when you said his whole name, I was like, yeah, I met him. Yeah, real cool dude. I ain't seen him in a minute. Yeah, I don't even know if he remembered me because it was so long ago, but once he found out I was in the cars, finding everything, I'm like, look, I'm new here to KC. I don't know nobody here, but I'm on the lookout for this and that, and I got an old school car. I got to bring back here. I got several. And it was like several. I said, I got a 76 Deuce on the court. I got a 53 Pontiac. I got another Deuce on the court, which I let my brother get. My dad passed, and my dad used to collect cars. Me and him both had cars, and when he passed in 2018. But before he passed, he was like, when he was getting sick, he was like, look, I'm signing all these cars over to you. I said, well, the 79 Deuce in the car, let my brother get that. He really wants that car. Okay. So he signed everything over to me. And next thing I know, I had all these cars and the shop's still there. And I'm like, I ain't got nowhere to park all these cars. I ain't got that much garage space. So I said, you know what? I'm building one at a time. So I'm working on the Deuce now. Then the next step would be to be either the 53. I'm probably going to work on both same time. 53 Pontiac and the 66 C10 short bed.
Probably do about your father, man. You say what years? What C10?
66.
Okay, my pops got one of those, man.
66.
Yeah, that's my pops truck. He had it since I was a little kid. So, but sorry to hear about your father, man. I know that sound like my kind of man.
Yeah. I mean, that's how he was. This is the thing. My dad was more into the classic cars, not driving fast. They could have a Cam and whatnot. He said, I'm just going to listen to Cam talk. Let it say, give me some more gas, give me some more gas. He said, the light change, I'm just going to ease off. I'm going to ride pretty. You're going to see me riding pretty. And that's it. Yeah. But my uncle's younger brother, that's drag racing all day. Shout out to him because he got me into that heavy moving down south. And I was like, yo, this is where it's at. New York, it wasn't no track in New York. You had to go to Jersey. You had to go all the way to Jersey to go to the track. And, to be down that way, down south and be in South Carolina as well, the tracks were close. And it was like, wow, I can almost, drive the track in 15, 20 minutes. And I get to see all this action. And I'm like, yo, I'm loving this. And then when everything switched to LS engines, that was just a wrap. First, it was Vortec engines. Everybody fell in love with the summertime belt. And I was like, okay, I actually had I had an S10 I bought it with the Vortec in it. And I was like, yo, this is something.
You got to have that 202 intake.
Yeah.
The intake, 202 and that 160 on the exhaust. You got to have that.
Yeah, and all that had that already, and from there to what's going on now, and I'm loving it. I'm loving where it's going. There's a lot of people that's in here in the comments that do a lot of swaps. I don't know if y'all can see all the comments going across, but Ms. LSX, she's one of them. She's one of the females I've seen. Yes, Ms. LSX, I'm gonna talk about you for a minute. She's one of the females I've seen not with one, but she has two SSs. She has a 96 and 95. I think he already has an LS3 swap in. The other one, she got the LS swap. She said, I'm looking for another one. I'm like, how many of these cars you want? But she doing the damn thing with them.
Hey, that's kind of how I get into it, man. I got you see all the Monte Carlos I got, man. I got I'm getting a square body truck collection. I got an 85 crew cab dually, a 78 C10, an 81 C10. I got a 96 Impala. So Yeah, I like to hear that. I like to hear people go after what they want. G.
Look at her. She said, I'm back. Wait a minute. I heard my name. Yes, I was talking about you. I was bigging you up with, as you see in the picture, you got Pinky right there in the picture.
Oh, yeah,
sitting
yeah.
on
I
the set
gotta go follow that. I gotta go check that out.
Yes, go check out. She got a set of money forges on it because she's a money gang all day. She'll tell you that in a minute.
Oh,
She got an LS3 in it. She got the car most of together, and she got to start in the 95. And I'm like, let me get one of them. I'm trying to get another. I'm like, trying to get another. I said, you got two. Let me just get one. But nah, she ain't let me get one of them. But I love what she's doing with it. And man, so many people. I mean, you already know about Loco and all his bills and what he's doing. He said, save one for your boy on all the Midwest SF. Yeah, because Loco was looking for one. Loco was like, when I met up with him first time, Loco was like, man, he got so many SS. I'm looking for one. I said, Loco, everyone I'm finding online, they want big money for, and I'm like, they're not worth that much. How you ask for this price and it still need all this stuff? Look, Miss Ella said, she said, look, I need one more. Yeah, she need. Anybody know about a 94, 95, 96 SS Impala? She trying to buy it. She looking for one more.
Where's she located, man?
She's out in Virginia. But it don't matter. The right price, she will come get it or send transport to come get it.
Well, I got some connects down south, man. Some of them cars are just sitting in fields right now, no rust, because don't never rust down south. So tell her, shoot me a message on Instagram or something. We can link something up.
And you know what? I see that all the time. And another thing we're here, that's why I'm so glad y'all on. When I first got here, I started seeing, like, for instance, I came from down south before I came. I'm originally from New York, Southside Jamaica, Queens, but I came from down south in Atlanta, staying 13 years. You couldn't find an old school car sitting anywhere. People were selling them like hotcakes. I got here, I started seeing a lot of them just sitting, literally sitting. I'm like, and they were selling for you. Oh, man, you can take that car. I don't want it. I'm like, what? I can come take it? And then a buddy of mine was with me, man. I already got enough old schools. He ended up getting it, fixed it up. And I'm like, wow. He said, man, they're not checking for cars like that here. He said, every now and then you see people check for box Chevy, it is, but a lot of these older cars, they wasn't. I started to see them just sitting. Well, even the G bodies, I see them sitting, going down to South Kansas City, sitting. I'm like,
the conclusion that I came to, I got two theories about that, man. Two theories. Where we come from, our grandparents, your uncle, everybody had one of them cars when you was growing up as a kid. So when you get old enough, you know, it's just an environment where, not to say that people ain't getting money like that, but like to say that, you know, you come from where you weren't getting money like that, and then you grow up, you realize that you don't need a whole lot of money to enjoy life. So you go back.
Exactly.
Let me get this old school like my uncle had, or like my grandma, or like my auntie had back in the day. Let me fix that up and make it right, and I can drive that instead of going buying all these new cars. And I got a perfectly good car that just needs some work. And to the city, I saw that, and it's no offense to the people that's here in the city. I saw that people got they just want to be somewhere right now. So it's like the time that your car is sitting down and putting the work into it is not necessarily something that people want to do. And they just go get a new car.
Yes, that's what I'm finding out here. I thought it was just me finding out, but being y'all from here, and y'all here like me, and being, Tevion, you from here, so I'm like, help me. I got a segment on here called "Help Me Help You." Y'all help me with this because I'm seeing them, and I was like, man, if I had more garage space, because I come across stuff so much between Marketplace, just driving. Like I was way down south one day. I wish Craig Durbin was in here because I was almost near where he lives. And I was like, oh my God, I had to stop. They had rows of cars. That man said, them cars just sitting here. I'm giving them away. I want $300 for that one, $500 for this one. I'm like,
where was this at, man? Point me down that way.
I had to tell y'all after the live because I don't want to tell somebody on here. Loco be quick. I'll tell Loco too, but he'll be quick to go down there. What's down there? I mean, and it was recently, and I was like, oh my God, they just sitting. And dude was like, I got some more in the back too. I was like, why all these cars? And the guy told me, he said, these were my dad's car, my uncle's car. He was an older man. He was like, I was going to fix them, but I got too many and I ain't got the time. And we call it barn finds. Yeah, Mr. John. We call it barn finds. I find them all the time. New York City holding out. And look, I'm not holding out. Yeah, fill of cars. Yes, I'm not holding out. And my buddy just bought 96 that was in the garage for the last 7 years. Yeah, you see that. And a lot of times, like you said, people will hold on to them, try to fix them. After a while, they'll be like, I'm not. Like, I came across a 70 Cadillac over Prospect. For those who know what Prospect is, it's a KC Mo. Sitting there. And it's still sitting convertible. They want $1,500 for us. And man, y'all going to come down the price on that.
Yeah.
because the motor's locked up. But think about it, it's just sitting. I'm like, nobody checking it. No, everybody wants newer cars. Everybody wants, and no offense to my new car people in here, because I got a lot of people that Mopar people. They rather have those, and I'm the same way. I'd rather have one of those too. I'd rather have a Charger and whatnot too. Drive around every day, but nothing beats the old school. I still want my old school.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you know what? Kansas City will make me go broke because all these old schools just sitting. I mean, around the surrounding area, just sitting.
Well, my second theory about the car thing is that a lot of the older cars here rust, and it's more work than more money and work than people want to put into it. But I follow you on the old school thing. Like even when I was a little kid, I used to take my my Hot Wheels. I would take a key or something sharp, scratch all the paint off of them, steal my sister or my cousin's fingernail polish and repaint them and do all that kind of. That was always me. But growing up, I was like, I want to put old cars back on the road like they're new cars. So with the LS and the new Mopar swap, that's the way to do it. So when you see me from now on, you're gonna see me in some old school, but it's gonna have everything your new car got in.
Yeah, my neighbor around the corner just showed me something. What day was that? It was over the weekend. He caught me cutting grass. He said, "Man, I got something to show you." I said, "Okay." Keeping out so distant, I kept cutting the grass. They said, "No, the ground was rumbling. I thought something was wrong with the lawnmower because I had my headphones on." I tried the lawnmower. It's still rumbling. I turn around, and it's a 1965 Mustang convertible. I mean, it's running heavy. He pulls to the side. I go to check. He opens up the hood. Coyote 5.0 sitting under the hood. He said, "This is what I've been working on for the last 2 years, and it's finally done." I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that's legit. Even though I'm a Chevy guy, that's legit.
Yeah. And not only that, I've seen it's another guy that lives not too far from me. I saw him while I was driving my Deuce in the Court over the weekend. For those that caught the footage of me driving my Deuce in the Court on IG Live, yeah, that was me driving in there. I went, got gas, drove around, and I came on back. And man, this guy, I had to ask him. He was asking me what was in mine. I said, "Man, I'm going to do LS swap." He said, "Oh, he did my swap." But he did a swap. It's a 1970 Charger, and he had the Hellcat engine in it. I was like, "Oh, shit." He had it already done up, and he was like, the frame's new, the engine, everything's new. He said, "I've been working on this for years." And I'm loving what they're doing with that, taking the old technology, putting the new. I mean, same thing y'all doing, same thing I'm in the process of doing. And man, to me, you can't beat it. And a lot of the old schools, I see them, it's like I want to save them. Every time I see them just sitting, like, no, I remember when I was a kid, that car looked like this. Oh, I remember when it looked like that, because I come from that era when, and I'm about to tell my age in a minute. I ain't that old. I'm 38, but I've seen a lot of old cars during that time and see them now just sitting. Like I saw an 83 Cadillac Coupe de Ville just sitting. And it no rush, no nothing. The guy said, "I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it." And I had asked him, I said, "Man, why are you not selling the car?" Finally, he came out and said, "It's my son's car. He's in the service. He bought it. I'm trying to put it in the garage, but we can't get the garage cleaned out because of what's going on. So it's sitting up here covered up, but I can tell that's what it was." They finally covered it up. It was like, when he gets out, he's going to do a LS swap or something he's doing. I said, okay, well, I'll stop by. But I'm going to tell you right now, y'all need to park that behind the house, because everybody that come through it, they're going to stop and ask, "Is it for sale?" Even though you got a tarp on it. We can tell it's a Cadillac. It's something.
Yeah. I mean, but like, strangely enough, man, you meet a lot of people that way, stopping and talking to people. A lot of people got a lot of interesting stories. A lot of people got a lot of interesting stories to tell about where these cars come from and where they've been.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Loco a couple of my stories about stuff about cars that I have or that I have had or whatever. He was like, "Dude, you got to put that on the internet, man." And I'm like, "I will one day, man."
I mean, you gotta do it. And that's one of the first stories I told about my 76 Deuce and a Quarter. Like, it's been in the family since brand new. And I tell a story all the time, but y'all haven't heard the story. My uncle bought a 76 Cutlass brand new. And his wife, at the time when she was living, my Aunt Maxine, said, "I wanted that Deuce and a Quarter limited." And he said, "No, I wanted this car to limited." So finally he took his car, brand new car, he ain't had it a week, traded it in for that car. And that's car been in the family ever since. And I promised my uncle and my dad, because my uncle had it and my dad got it and I got it. I said, "I'll never sell this car." So my dad didn't never get to see it all the way fixed up. He just saw a picture, but never got to see it in person because he passed before it happened. My uncle, he got a chance to see the pictures. I did a whole video, and my cousin did show him the whole live video. My uncle said, "No, that's my car. You need to go ahead and bring it back here." I'm like, "No, I'm not bringing this car back here. It's mine now." He He's like, oh, you got it looking good because I got a set of 26s on in it. He said, you can take them wagon wheels on and put them Buick mags back on and send it back to me. You know, you done cut the roof in it. You done did all this stuff to it. You know, go ahead and send it back to me. And I'm like, and Local seen it. He's seen it. And Local was like, man, that's a big car. I said, man, this is my baby right here. There's a lot of history behind it, and I could never sell it for any amount of money because of that. And I promised that I wouldn't. And my uncle's in his 80s now, and that's one of the cars he bought brand new in his life. And I said, I can't get rid of it. I can't do it.
That's similar to how I ended up on that Monte Carlo train, man. When I say my pops, I'm really referring to my uncle. My uncle raised me, man, and he has a son we the same age, and he raised me, man, when he didn't have to, and he had 3 Monte Carlos, and all of them SSs, and when we got ready to go to college, he sold 2 of them and kept 1, and my cousin actually still has the one that he kept. So I just looked at that situation. I'm like, man, this man sacrificed something he loved for me when he didn't have to. And when I got out of college, man, I had a little bit of money. I'm like, I'm gonna give me an SS Monte Carlo. So I went and found one. I bought it. It was an '84, and I started working on it. Took everything out of it, redoing the floors, POR 15, all that stuff right there. One day I'm just sitting out there in my driveway in the house that I was living in at the time, and I was like, I called him on the phone. I was like, Pops, what you doing? And he was like, man, just putting around the house or whatever. And I was like, what you gonna be doing tomorrow? He was like, I might go fishing, but I might not. So I was like, I'll see you in the morning. So that day I put the car in the trailer. I take it down to him. I was like, here you go, man. Get your Monte Carlo back. So, you know,
wow,
I gave him that
right there.
I gave him that, and then I went and bought another one. So I just wanted him to have what he had so we all could have it, you know, the same way that he intended for us to have it. So I made sure that happened.
You know what? That is wonderful right there. And sometimes some people don't understand when you give up something to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
And like, for instance, it was a car that I had bought. It might not mean a lot to anybody else, but it was one of the 2-door box Chevys I had. This dude was like, he tracked me down after I bought it and said, hey, I was trying to buy this car before you bought it. And I was like, okay. And he was like, this was my grandmother's car. He said she bought it brand new when she retired. And it was an 87. It was the 87 one I had, because I had an 87 and I had a 90. And I said, well, you know what? I can part ways with this 87. The 90, I don't want to part ways with yet. And he was like, well, look, I don't know what you paid for, but what's your price? I said, well, look, the engine was locked up in, and I put it wasn't brand new. I rebuilt, had the engine rebuilt, and I put it in. I said, it's a 350. It's bored 30 over, so it's going to be a lot of power. I crank it up for him, and I converted the push button start. I said, look, push button management. I showed him all that stuff. He was like, wow. He said, man, you might be too much for my pockets. I said, look, for what I got in it, you know, let's see if she really would like it. Because he told me where she had lived at, and he hopped in with me, and we drove it to her house. And he called and told her, walk outside. Everybody outside, I turned the corner, and all of a sudden you just heard all that horsepower, and I pulled up, and they were just chopping, beating off the ground because the pipes were aimed to the ground. She literally started crying because it was the same original paint, the same original gray on gray. And she said, that's my car. Like, and they kept saying, no, that's not your car. No, that guy, no, that's my car. I know my car. And she said, she told me to look in the glove compartment. She said, in the glove compartment, I had a sticker in it, and that's why I kept my oil change list. Every time the oil got changed, I would write on it, and sure enough, it was still in the glove compartment. I said, this is her car. She wanted that car back. She said, I know I can drive, but I'm just glad somebody got it. I said, well, look, I'm offering it to sell it back to him. I got this much in it, and I need at least $8,000 for it, because that's what I got in it. I showed all the receipts. I said, engine, this, that, this. I said, everything top of the line. I didn't spare no money. I got the headliner redone. All thing I didn't do is paint it. I was going to paint it back the same color, but the paint looks pretty decent. And she told all them family members right there, y'all get whatever money y'all need to get together, buy it. He turned around and gave me $6,000. Somebody else gave me something else. They added $8,000, and I gave her the title. Said, here you go. And it was still the original title because nobody switched it over. Her original title she signed.
It still had her name on it.
Still had her name on it because it went through so many hands, and I didn't open up the thing. I just looked at it, knew it was the title, and looked at the VIN match. When I opened it up, I said, wait a minute. Are you Miss So-and-so Hutchinson? She said, yeah. I said, this is still your original title. She said, wow. I said, wow, you know what? Here, I gave it to her. And I told her it's a lot of power, it's a lot of this. And I said, look, she said, just take me for a ride around the corner. I took her for a ride. She was like, And she told me the whole story. She said, I bought this car new when I retired. She said, I didn't have that much money. This car was the only thing that I can afford. I bought this and I paid off my house, the same house she was in. And she said, this means a lot to me that you sell them. I know you don't want to part ways with it. I said, well, I don't, but I have another one. She said, you have another one? I said, yeah. When I came back the very next day, I drove the 90 over there. She saw that and she fell in love with the 90 more than that one. She said, this one, the engine run too loud. That one is all quiet. I said, well, I bought it like this and I had a chance to do. She said, I said, you want to switch? No, I don't want to switch. She said, if anything, I want to switch the engine out of here and there. I said, let's do it. I ended up taking the engine out of the other one, putting it in that one, and get my original engine back.
Wow.
So that's one of the stories, I can really tell about that. And it made her happy. And she was just crying and crying. And she said, I never really had anything. And when I retired, I got a lump sum of money from the post office. And I turned around and bought that. She said, I worked for the post office over 30 years. I said, yeah, my aunt worked for post office over 30 years in New York. She said, here in Atlanta, she said, before they had trucks, I was walking, delivering mail. She said, I went from that to supervisor. I worked myself up. She said, I also marched with Martin Luther King. I said, you marched with who? And she said, I said, I know he is, but and she showed me a picture, and she really did march with him. When they came, it was him, Jose Williams. There was a few others, John Dobbs. I think his name's John Dobbs, that just passed. And I was like, wow, all the Atlanta greats she marched with. And I was like, wow. She's like, yeah, they came here because the kids didn't have food and whatnot for breakfast. I marched with them, and we ended up serving food. And she said, I knew all the Jose Williams. She said, I knew all of them at the time. I said, oh, wow, okay. So I ended up, staying in contact with her till she had passed. She passed in 2000, I think it was 7 or 8. She passed, and then the car ended up going down to the guy that originally came, which was her son. He ended up with the car, and he wanted the original motor back. I said, man, I'd have sold that car already. You gonna stick with what's in there, and maybe I'll swap it out for you later on. But I haven't spoken to him in a while either, But yeah, appreciate it, Mr. John. Definitely good vibes.
Yeah, man. Salute to you for that, man. It's crazy, man. It shows me that there's still people out here with hearts, man. That's one of my things. Is like this car thing. Yeah, it's cool to have a car or whatever. And there's a lot of people now that's in the car game just doing it because of the fame or because of the Dunk Masters and the Playboy Jesus and all these guys.
Shout out my dog, man. Shout out my dog, Playboy Jeezy.
Yeah, a lot of them guys, you know what I'm saying? They got the internet fame, and there's a lot of people clogging up the lane just in the way. Cloud chasing or whatever it is, man. And I do it for the love, man. I love to see people that do it for the love. And I mean, Cat Logo, I saw his comment. Actually, it was the love that brought us together, man. My homeboy Ben met T at a gas station.
In my 79 Caprice.
He got in that same Caprice that he's swapping, man. And T at the time, he knew a little bit about cars, but he was like, he wanted to do it. So Ben called me. He was like, hey, man, I got this young dude that say he want to get into the engines or whatever. At the time, Ben called me. I was building the motor. I build my own engines, by the way. Lemar Auto Designs. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We build our own engine. But
yes, it's on in the description at the bottom. You come on the chat. It's in the description. Y'all go check it out.
Yeah, he called me and he was like, I got this young guy. I was like, well, bring him through. And he came through and he kicked it, and we kicked it a couple of times, man. He kind of got the feel because he was like, man, a lot of people say they about this car stuff and just looking out for people, and they really not about it. So he came and saw us. What'd you say? What you thought I did when you first pulled up?
Man, there was a lot going through my head when we first pulled up. I thought they was faking, to be honest. I was like, ain't no way they on this, because just from KC, from me being here and growing up here, like bro, I'm only 21. I just got in the car scene probably like 3 years ago when I first bought my car or whatever. And then before then, I just used to just be around cars. I didn't really care and know this was my passion until they really opened my eyes. I was like, dang, I really love this. But being from here, no KC dude really is like, they be playing, like they don't really like to help out like how they say they do. So it's just hard to find good people. And they were genuine. I was like, dang, that's legit.
Yeah, I can kind of see that, but then I came across a lot of people that have really helped, and a lot of them in North KC, some in Missouri, some in KCK out in Wyandotte County. I know people like, where's that at? I'm talking about the whole area, the whole metro. And I'm starting to come across a lot of people. There's one guy that had a shop open, and he finally retired. I don't know what happened to him after he went and retired, sold the shop to somebody else, and they closed it down and moved it or something. But I've come across a lot of good people that have helped and whatnot. And I know at first I was like, wow, the cars, I don't see nothing. And shout out to my dog from Dub Empire, because that's where I got some parts from to do my car. He said, "Man, I host a meetup with this and this." And when I went to that meetup, that's when I seen everybody. I said, "Oh, I'm home." I saw a Caprice.
Yeah.
I saw an Impala on rims. I saw this. I saw that. I mean, I saw everything, and I saw the Mopars, and I saw this. But at the time, I wasn't seeing all that. I was seeing all the old school classics, like when I went to the Royals thing that they have, and the Cruise to the K. I would go to that. But when I went to that, after that, I saw everything, and I started meeting everybody from car clubs here. And they was like, no, everything really goes on here, here, and here. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to the wrong places. I'm like, look, I'm just looking online trying to find it. He was like, well, a lot of you won't see online. I said, it need to be because it need to be out there.
Yeah. And you probably could speak to this. Like in the South, it's a different vibe. You're right. You got to know, what I'm saying? Somebody got to put you on. But like in the South, you could just be anywhere.
Pull up.
But everybody's driving an old school. Everybody got an old school. So it's like I said, it was a different vibe, man. I just kind of had to get into that lane and figure it out. But like, I'm so glad I'm glad I met this young man, and he don't know this. I probably don't say this a lot, but I'm gonna say it online. He an inspiration to me, man, because a lot of times I get to the point where I'm just burnt out with it, and he'll be like, man, come on, let's do it, and he'll keep me going,
that
man.
Push.
So much so, man, like we just were together so much. When he came in, he was like, man, my man New York sent me a link. I'm like, dude, he pretty much stay at my house. Like, he pretty much live here.
Yeah, I sent him the link to join in, and then he told me about it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
hey,
he pretty much
let's do
like,
it.
why don't we just get on right now? So it's all good, man.
Man, that's what I like to hear. Us just working together as people, period. I don't care if you're white, black, Hispanic. I don't care. Just us working together and making some things happen. If you can help this person, help that person.
Yeah. That was the first thing I told. I was like, dude, we got to do this for the love. If you doing it for fame or pats on the back or whatever, man, like, dog, I'm probably not the person you need to be around, because I'm doing it for the love. I want, like I said from the beginning, I want to see y'all with it. I want to see you with it, so that when I come out with mine, I got somebody to ride with. It ain't just you admiring me, because that make you lunch. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
You are right.
Yeah, that make you lunch.
And that's how it was for me. I was just riding by myself in my old school, and people would gravitate toward it and would love it. And then all of a sudden, like I said, the dude that owned Dub Empire out in KC Mo, when I got my plates from him and something else I bought from him, I think I bought some locks or something. I forgot what I bought at the time. He said, yo, drive your old school and let me see it. I drove it up there, and he was like, man, you need to go to this and this. It's tonight. Okay, well, I'll swing by there. I swung by there, and I was like, oh, my God. I was like, where all these people been? I've been here. Well, at the time, I think I've been here like 3 years. And I said, I ain't seen nobody. And here I am, everybody in one spot. And they was like, yo, you got to be in the now. You got to be in with this person. So I started just trading information with everybody. Next thing I know, I get hit up about everything. Like, for instance, local had asked me about the car show in Topeka. Man, how come you didn't tell me? I said, I thought I did. Because I was like, yeah, I already know about that. That's in June, end of June. He was like, what? Why you didn't tell me about it? I said, well, I thought I did. I said, I found out the World of Wheels from a car club. They saw me and said, yo, New York, yo. You definitely got to come. And they hit me to fly. And I was like, oh, I'll be there. I ain't that far.
Talking about that. What car show? You talking about? Twisted Individual car show?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it has a blue money collar on the front. LS money collar on the front of the picture.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Dunkmaster's supposed to be there and whatnot. And I actually, a lot of people don't know. I know Dunkmaster since high school. So when I was in Dallas, because some people in my family, from my dad's side of my family, know his dad's side of the family. Okay. And we actually met, I think I was in like 11th grade, something like so between 10th and 11th grade. And then we met again through my boy Bat 96 Chevy. Shout out to Brian.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, see, I've known him since he was like 10 years old, him and his brother. Okay. And they introduced me again, and they was like, yo, this is Stitch by Slick. I was like, yeah, I already know him too. And we all kind of just talked and parlayed and kind of talked for a minute. And Dunkmaster was like, yeah, I got something coming out. He had a 71 hardtop at the time, and then he got the one with the 572, and then he got what he got now, which is the Z06. And to see everything has done, like I told him, while I was in Dallas, I felt Loco was there for the event and whatnot. There was a few folks in that was at the event. I was telling him, man, I'm proud of you, man. I was there. I watched what you have done and where you have come. And I said, man, you need to come on to the podcast. And he was like, man, my schedule is so tight. I'm doing stuff with Vice. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I said, look, We're gonna talk, and I'm gonna get you on. I definitely want you to come through." And he said he gonna come through, even for 5 or 10 minutes. And even right now, they so busy with so much work. Last time I talked to him, he's like, "Man, even with this going on, there's beer flu going on. I call it beer flu." He's like, "We busy with work. We got people sitting in cars left and right because other places have shut down." He said, "So I ain't turning on nothing but my collar." I'm like, "Yo, man, get that money." So he's doing a lot of swaps left and right.
Yeah, then people sitting around, so they got time right now. You know what I mean? So they get back
So
on
Lamar
it.
pushed me with my wagon beer. Whoa, no, are you the one with that Caprice wagon?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, that's him. Yeah, that ain't
Oh, no. I'm talking about Nut House. I've seen you rolling around. I've seen you around the city. Okay. I'm putting 2 to 2 together. Okay, because he ain't got no picture of this. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I built the engine for his car. I'm like, dude, go put it in.
We need Vlog and Trey too. Yeah. Shout out to Vlog and Trey. He's been on the show and whatnot.
Yeah. He we got. I mean, it's a lot of things that we've touched around the city, and like I said, I just kind of play the background a lot. I try to play the background. Him and Ben, they always like, man, we got to get out here and do this. But you know, like I'm one of them country boy. We kind of lay back, you know what I'm saying, and just peep the scene. But it's a lot. It's a few cars that we've touched that people don't really know that we touched. But that's for them to say, not me.
And always the word of mouth is always the best. And usually when you do, I ain't gonna say usually, when you do the best work, which I already know y'all do over there already, it gets out. Like they were like, "Oh, who did you swap? Oh man, go on over to Lemar Auto Design. They did this. Okay, here go the information. Hit them up." So, and that's why, like, I started this for people to actually get to know people and see people, because somebody else hit me in the Q&A like, "Yo, they in Kansas City? They right here in Kansas City, bro. Go right down the description, hit him up." He was like, "I'm in Kansas City. I don't even know who that is." 785 Chevy boy. 785 Chevy boy. He said, "Yo, I'm in KC and I'll look for somebody to do this." And I'm hitting them up. So just like that, somebody already coming to y'all to hit y'all up for something.
Well, we appreciate it, man. Like Tevion, like I said, I taught him the way to go, man, and I showed him the way that I do things. Like for everybody, it's a different way to do it. For everybody, I just kind of gave him the game that was, I picked up from people before me and let him do his thing his way. You know what I mean? But one thing I told him, he always got to do it with integrity. Always got to do it to the best of your ability, and take it from there and give people what they want.
Exactly. Catfish funny. I told you know everybody. I know a lot of people. I don't know everybody because I come across a lot of good people and I don't forget them. And because Catfish was actually standing. Catfish, I think he was standing there when I was talking to Dog Master about that. And we were just kind of chopping it up because I was chopping up my dog G-Dog. Like, G-Dog is his camera person. People don't know. He's been on the show. I've known G-Dog since he was 10 years old.
Wow.
Well, ever since they started the home team and I was a part of that. Matter of fact, he posted a picture right before the interview with me and him, and then you saw the Deuce in the court in the back looking plain Jane. And that was in 2013, I think. 2013, 2012, somewhere along in there. And, we talked about it on the show and whatnot, and kind of went down memory lane. And I told him, I said, man, it's good to see everybody, for folks working together and seeing folks come up that I've been around or watching for so long. And I was like, with this show, I'm trying to get them on here and let them know, like, give them their flowers while they live and don't wait till they're gone. And that's why I wanted y'all on here because, it's people leaving here quick now. Leaving here quick. And I'm like, I got to get people on here and give them their flowers quick. Give them to them now and show them, like, yo, I love what y'all doing. Salute. Keep doing it. And sometimes you need to hear that to keep going. You're like, man, I'm just doing it. But when you hear that, I got the motivation. Let me keep going.
We definitely appreciate it, man. Like a lot of times, I ain't even aware of people that know. Like they were like, "Hey, man, you the dude that did blah 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 blah." I'm like, how do you even know that? Like, how do you
be surprised?
Or we did that, or, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't. With Lemar Auto Designs, man, T is my guy, Ben's my guy. I don't even. And then we got a new homie that just came up. He got a Monte Carlo too, JR. Man, I don't even say I know.
Wait a minute, is JR Monte Carlo black?
Nah, it's white. It's white.
Okay,
he just got it.
There's another guy riding around with a black one with a heavy LS swap in it. I happened to see him. I helped him out at the gas. I forgot his name. I helped him out at the gas station 2 years ago. His hose pipe blew, and he had me to watch his car while he ran across. I was on State Line 435. He ran from the QT to O'Reilly's up under the underpass to go get a hose and come back.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I had to cut the hose for him because the hose was too long.
Yeah, that's legit right there.
And yeah, he's so I don't know where he's at, but he has Kansas tags, so he's somewhere around Kansas jail tags. I don't know where he's at. I haven't seen him since then.
What color is the Monte Carlo? Black and orange?
No, it's black. It's just plain black. It's plain black, and he got a set of I remember the first time I saw it had a set of wire wheels on it. The next time I saw it had a set of 24-inch Forgiatos on it, and he has the rear end cut. I haven't seen him since, so I don't know where he is and whatnot, and I don't know. I haven't seen him since then. And this was like last time I saw. No, take that back. Last time I saw him was last year, because that's when I saw him the Forgiatos on it. He was at a car meet, and he was admiring my Deuce in the court, and he was parked on the other side of me.
Okay. Well, man,
yeah.
like I don't use I no more. It's always we. It's always been we from the beginning, but. Yeah, it ain't never I, man, because these guys, like, they keep me in the game, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. This dude right here is something else. He need his own feature. This dude right here is something else, man. He like coming from where he was to what he doing now, and just like the knowledge that he'll say, like the things that he points out to me when I'm supposed to be the guy that they defer to or come to or whatever, to see the stuff that he don't even have to come to me for no more. It's like, dog, it's amazing. It's been incredible to watch. And to know
what's up.
I appreciate
you're just like a sponge soaking up that knowledge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Man, shout out to Box. I see you Box performance in the building. Box, are you still selling that El Camino? Somebody had asked me about the El Camino, and I said, I think Box was selling one. But man, definitely appreciate y'all coming through. You know what? I do. So Tevion being too quiet. Man, Tevion back there being cool. He being cool back there.
Get my man on there. Look. Slide on, get my man on there.
But you know, now that y'all on here, y'all family, especially being we live in the same city, y'all gonna be on here again.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to come out there and do a video or something with y'all at once this whole thing clears up. I know certain things are starting to open up and whatnot. But
man, you ain't gotta wait unless your immune system weak. You ain't gotta wait.
Yeah.
No, I got my mask, my gloves. I'll show up in a minute with my mask, gloves. I'm like, I'm here.
Hey, I'm not gonna say nothing, but there might be an LS Aero Coupe sliding out of this thing in a minute. I ain't gonna say nothing though.
Look, you gonna get people wondering. They're gonna be hitting you up and hitting me up about it. You go get that footage. Go get that footage. I'll be like my dog Dump Plan to just show up and raid.
Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna say that it's in one of them screenshots with an LSA on top of it. I'm not gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
What? Look. You see Loco already. Loco's like, yo, we need to go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got a couple of things coming out pretty soon, man, that I'll make sure that we get in contact with you guys so y'all can get some footage, man, just to show people that, you know, people look at the internet and they see all these guys, man. All it is just turning. I tell these guys all the time, just do one thing a day, and you'll look up 3 months from now. Shit, you well on your way into it, man. Just do one thing a day. I don't care if it's putting the headlights in today, put the tires on tomorrow. Do this. Next thing you know, you rolling, man. You in the game.
Exactly, and I totally agree with that. Period. Just baby steps equal big steps equal giant steps.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's the way I look at it. Well, man, you know what? I do a segment on the show. I know everybody waiting for the end of the show. I do a segment on the show called "Help Me Help You." I'm dedicating it to y'all tonight because I came across some stuff. I said, "Oh my God, this is right up y'all alley." So I'm definitely gonna show it to y'all. Hold up. To just a humble dude. Yeah, he definitely is. Tevion is a straight beast. See, but he quiet though. But he's a straight beast. Hold on, let me get this pulled up real quick. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Because I got to get it to it so we're not sitting here wasting time. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. Zoop. Hold on. Let's share it so y'all can see. Because I got to get y'all reaction on this. I call this segment "Help Me Help You." Okay. Now, being y'all new to it, we have to help some folks out in here. Let me slide this over so I can see the comments because there's going to be some people here cracking up about some things, but we got to help some people out. And I tell y'all the people to do it. And I got a new sponsor for this. He's been sponsoring all week. And man, he's something else. And I'm gonna let y'all see it. Here we go. Man, that's how you feel about it. All right, that's how you feel. He said I'm a sponsor, but this is how I'm a sponsored. I'm just get a finger, and that's gonna be it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how you feel. All right, it's all good. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and start this. Help me help you. Now I'm gonna dedicate this one. Let's go back to no. We're gonna start over new. Now I'm gonna dedicate this whole series to the shade tree mechanics. Now this is when your mechanic is bougie but shade tree at the same time. As you see, they working, but they got a whole tent put up. They're working on lawnmowers and everything else. Now, my thing is this. I don't know about y'all. Hey, what's up, Beauty 392? I know she about to start laughing because this her favorite segment right here. My thing is this. I don't know what mechanic shop he's running, but this is true shade tree. And sometimes you can get the best work, or sometimes if you don't have enough money, they'll basically in-rig stuff together. I'm not going to say the whole word, but they go in-rig stuff together. And I think this is one of the places that would do that, would just in-rig it together. But hey, it is what it is. But what really caught my attention was this. Let me zoom in a little bit. My man sitting here eating his lunch, and another dude over here asleep. So how much work getting done? That's what I want to know.
You want me to go first? Yeah, you got it. All right. Well, if I can provide my input on that. First off, looking at this picture, I see that mobile home that we call it a trailer where I come from. I see that in the background. So this definitely in the south. So the tent is warranted because that sun ain't no joke down south. The sun ain't no game. So the tent is on point. I get that. I get it. So the dude sitting back there eating lunch, where we come from, we ain't no pretty boy. So what I'm gonna go in the house and wash my hands for, when I can just go ahead and eat this. That's why we don't get coronavirus down south, because our immune system is crazy, because we eat anything anyway. And then my man down there asleep. Tell me you ain't never got under your car and that was the most comfortable spot you've ever been in.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been there. I was there not too long ago. I was fixing the hose deuce of the quarter, but I was just tired and it was late. And next thing I was on my creep asleep. And the only thing that woke me up was the creeper started rolling. I said, "Oh,
that's what I'm saying." And then you looking at my man. You said that you call it. He might be rigging it up, but the question is, I mean, this is a Pontiac Sunfire. I mean, no, what is it, a Pontiac? Yeah, it's a Sunfire.
Yeah, it's a Sunfire.
So what, man? If it runs, you good. It ain't like it's a classic. It's a Sunfire. Cuz go to work, come back. That's it. You good.
Okay. And shout out to Miss Prissy Payton in the building. She said, "This is my favorite segment too. I'm here for it." You know, everybody loves this segment. So we're gonna go ahead and keep moving. Now, this right here, somebody ended up at the tire shop. They said, "Man, I don't know what's going on. My car was running a little funny. And I looked and I missed all my lugs, so I had to get it the best way I can." They done beat up the vice strips right here. Got a fresh pair on the other side. That's all that's holding it. So my thing is this: how far were they driving? And you see the holes all watered out, so the rim is no good anymore. But man,
this one on you.
Okay, you got to talk on that.
Hey, man, look,
that's different.
Look, I'm gonna tell you about this. See, like I said again, being country. See, we looking at this situation like it's a bad thing. Let's look at the positives here. Whoever was there that had the mechanical knowledge to know the device grips will hold a wheel long enough to get to the tire shop, that's who I want to know. That's the genius. You got to think about it like that.
Man, oh look, what they must have lost a few of them. Matter of fact, I think they had 4 on there. And when they got there, only 2 was on. They done missing a stud. Man.
Hey, but they missing everything. But we got to look at the bright side on this, man. Somebody knew that would work enough to get to a tire shop. So shout out to whoever that was.
Man, help me I'm glad they made it. But man, that's a hazard on the road. Because I'm like, how the hell did you? I don't know how far they had to drive, but they made it to the tire shop.
Hey man, it ain't a bad idea if it worked.
Man, let's get to the next one. Lord, now look now. This thing. A guy bought a brand new battery. He said, "My car still won't start." Now, some of y'all might be looking at this and be like, "Ain't nothing wrong with it." Well, if you look, when you go get a battery, it has the caps on it. He took the whole negative
and put it on top
of the cap and said, "Man, something wrong with this battery. My car still won't start." I'm like,
you know what's crazy about that, man? We used to work at part-time at O'Reilly's, just for the discount and for the money. And you would be amazed at how much that happens to people. Like you would be amazed at how much that happens.
I mean, help me, y'all. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I mean, then again, I'll take that back because you better not have no biz stuff tonight. Oh, Catfish, I got a biz one just for you. Man, he said it still won't start. So Chris said that's something I would do. No, please don't do that one right there.
No. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
Man, said my car still won't start. I got a brand new battery and everything. Man, they opened up the hood and looked at it. Man, they laughed their ass all the way back to the parts store. Like, yo.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you a quick story. Working at O'Reilly's, I had something like that happen. I had this dude come into O'Reilly's. He pitching a fit. It's raining outside. He going crazy. Man, I bought these windshield wipers and they barely wipe the window. They don't do nothing. So I go outside. I'm like, all right, let's get you a replacement set. I walk outside. I'm like, cool, whatever you want. If they ain't working for you, we'll give you another set. It ain't my money. I don't care. So I go outside and his wife and his daughter's in the car. And I looked at him. I was like, hey, I won't say nothing. But he didn't pull the plastic strip off of the blades. So he walked around the window. I was like, I ain't gonna tell you anything, man.
Wow. You know what? That's why this segment's called Help Me Help You. Help me to help you to take that shit off and do it the right way.
Yeah.
It's on it for a reason so the battery will short out. But you just said, I'm just going to put it on it because it looked perfect.
Hey, you know what? It's probably one of them people that, and this is one of the people that annoy me. Like I always taught Tevion, I was like, I don't care how many times you hear somebody say something and you know it, listen to them anyway. They might be giving you some game that you never heard or a way that you never heard it. But I bet that was one of the people, I know how to do it, and went out there and did that.
And it's the thing, though. They did it on the other side, too, but I don't have a picture for it. But I just said, man, wow. I ain't getting no fire in the inside. It ain't saying nothing. There's something wrong with this battery. You need to take it back.
Hey, you know what? And what's crazy about it, whoever installed it, now they're going to take it back to the store and say, man, y'all messed up my ride. Like, okay.
Man, let's keep it moving. Now, this is some creative genius stuff here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Now, my man said, I don't know what's wrong, but my suspension ain't riding right. Now, let me zoom all the way in so y'all can really see what that is.
This man's smart.
Yo, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up, man.
That's the box control arms. That's how you box your control arm right there. That's it.
He literally boxed it too. Literally boxed it in.
He boxed it. You know, that helps with traction, man. It eliminates wheel hop. Man, if he put some more holes in it, he'll make it adjustable. That way you can set it up right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, hold on. I gotta put this on the screen. Hold up. Put this on the screen right here. Hold up. Miss Prissy Paint said, I got pranked one time. My friend told me to go to the store and get some blinker fluid.
Wow.
No!
Wow.
That is funny, and I fell for it. I would have laughed all the way too. Yes, Miss LSX. Yes, some wood. That is some wood holding that. Yes, T Rose. I saw this and I laughed my ass off for about 10 minutes.
But go into the comment, the lady that with the blinker fluid. Hopefully she learned from that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that she learned, like, if somebody tell you something and they don't ride with you, or they laughing while they ride with you, they probably setting you up. So shout out to Miss Prissy Paint. Hopefully she understand that, you know, you gotta watch, tell them to drive to the store to get you some and see if they go. And that's kind of telltale on whether they lie to you or not.
Now, this is another thing that got me with this wood. Now, the wood split on one end, but it ain't bolted on the other end. So how did that stay up there? Oh, no, it is a bolt on the other end. It's wedged in there.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, Loco, we're going to box your frame the whole way, just like that. We're just going to box it in.
Hey, man. That's what you need right there. Hopefully that's one of them pieces of good cedar or something like that. You know, that lasts for a long time, you know.
Funny story, I bought a car from Copart, right? This is so funny. And when I bought it, I was like, dang, why won't go in gear? It was all funny going in gear. Dude literally took, and you couldn't tell because the shifter was moving, but it would hang. I was like, why is it hanging? And I finally got it in drive and I drove it. I got it back to the shop, and my dad, my uncle's shop and whatnot, our shop, family shop. I get it back there. I said, something wrong with the hanger. We looking at everything. Fluid looked good. I said, shift good, but it hangs. Man, I took the boot off and I died laughing. This is why I said, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit right here. Somebody took string like you do, like your old ladies do with the yarn string, and wrapped it around some chopsticks and had it sitting, two of them sitting together with one going this way and it was going to the shifter part that goes to the transmission underneath. I said, you got to be kidding me. And I drove that all the way back, and that's all that was wrong with the car. The car didn't have no dent, no nothing. It said drivable, but it said transmission issues. And they basically told out the car for transmission issues. It was a Honda Civic. And wasn't nothing wrong with it. That's all that was wrong with it. It was a Honda Civic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's only right. Don't they call them cars rices anyway? So you got chopsticks with the
man, I wasn't trying to go there. But I'm going to say this much.
I'm just saying.
They do, but and then the chopsticks were some good chopsticks. They wasn't ones you get from the store. These are the ones you buy, wash, and use again. And I'm like, man, ain't that the emergency cable? Yeah, the emergency cable's up under there too, man. Man, it's a lot of things wrong with this, but I ain't gonna hang on this one too long. But man, help me to help them. I'm glad they made it to the shop, but they wasn't at the shop for that. They was at the shop for something else, and they saw this and was like, "What the heck?" Man, I can't make it up. Now, hold up. Now this one right here had me dying laughing. For those that saw the old one I had where the guy had the light switch to start the car, yes, it was a guy on here that had a light switch to start his car. You turn on the light and hit the button, his car crank up. This one said, you know what? My brake light switch module is gone out, and you can tell it's a Ford, because the Ford's always had them problems with that. So he decided to put, I'm going to hit the brakes and hit the light switch, and the brakes come on.
Hey. Nah, that's not a Ford. You know what that is? That look like a Tahoe or a Silverado dash. Yeah, that's like a 95, 96, between a 95 and 95, 98, 99 Tahoe dash.
You right. You know what? You right. I was looking at the temperature control controls up top, and I was like, that looked like a Ford, but I'm like,
Nah, that's a 90, between a 95 and 99 Tahoe or Silverado or something. That's what that is.
But man, I don't care what it is. That means every time I hit brakes, I gotta hit the switch, get off brakes.
Hey, that's a real driver right there, man.
You know, I feel like I'm dancing. You know, the whole time I'm just gonna hit brakes, and you know, you gotta coordinate that. Hit brakes on, off,
a real driver,
on. Now, you know what I would do with that? I would tie something to my knee, so every time I hit brakes, it would turn it on. But then when you look at it, the off is down, the on is up. I would have flipped that around the other way, so every time I hit brakes, my leg hit it and turn it on, and when I come up, my leg hit it is off.
Yeah, that's smart. You're
okay, yeah. Swap Stuff said it's a Silverado. Yeah, and Loco said manual lights. Yeah, manual lights.
You know what he could have did, though? I got a better idea than that. He could have got the little push button home thing, the black button. He could have put that on the brake pedal and then wired it the same way. And every time he stepped on the brakes, they would have came on anyway.
You know what's so crazy? I've done that before. I actually sold a car like that. Man, this was in the late 90s. I sold a car like that. I forgot what kind of car it was. And I could not find the brakes and the switch for nothing for that car. Only was a dealer part. I said, it's not worth it. I took a horn button. I put it up underneath the brake pedal. And I rigged it so every time you match the brakes, it hit the floor and presses in. Yeah. And my uncle was like, this is smart. Man, that lady drove that car for years like that until the engine went out, and then she turned around and bought another car from me. I literally took the car back from her, put another engine in, and sold it just like that again. Because the person I sold it to the second time was a young girl. It was a Cavalier. That's what it was. It was a 94 or 5 Cavalier.
Yeah, it ain't never a bad idea if it works, G.
But the thing about it, when I sold the second time, was a young girl. She said, how come every time I hit the brake pedal, I hear a clicking noise? I said, letting you know the brakes are on. She said, oh, okay. Because you hear this, it go click. Then when you get off, it go click, click. I said, boy, if they ever look up under here and see this, they're going to have a fit. Man, let's keep going. Now, a lady drove in. Shout out to my ladies in here. Please don't do this. Lady drove in and said, my tire pressure light was on. I don't know what's wrong. Now, let's zoom in. Let's find out what's wrong. I see no tire.
Man, hold on.
She's just riding on rubber.
that ain't even like for real rubber. That's like, man,
the whole tire must have blew. And catfish. This is on a Mercedes Benz.
I see. That's what I'm looking at. Like,
I was like, oh my God, yo.
this is the question that I have to that. It's like, when you, like, as a person that owns a car, and not just being a car guy, this is just my advice to not just ladies, but anybody. If something don't seem right about your car, just stop right there, get out, take a 10-second walk around the car and see if you see smoke, sparks, anything that look out of the normal, and you can just get back on your way, because it might prevent you from doing something like this.
Man, tell me about it. Because this right here, I was like, wow.
How do you do it? Like,
Loco said Loco said that's not tire rubber, that's leftover plastic dip.
Like, how do you even get to that point? Like, at what point does it sound too bad for you not to stop? Like,
I don't know,
like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
my thing is, how I didn't tear up the rim. Well, the rim still I didn't tear up the rim, but they still rolling.
It might have been just enough rubber to get where you was trying to go.
Lord, let's keep
Or it might have
going.
been some Pirelli, them Pirelli, what are them Pirelli P0s, the run flats?
Oh yeah, run flats. Yeah. I don't know. Hard to tell. Let's keep going. Now, this one really had me dying laughing.
What is this?
For Mother's Day, the lady said, "I want some AC." He said, "Okay." And she said, "Did you fix my AC?" He said, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I fixed the AC." She said, "All you got to do, see where it says AC on, keep rolling until you feel the AC's on, and you roll it until it goes off." So basically, you letting down the window.
Yeah, we call that what do we call it with that 280? What is it? 280 AC? You let down two windows and go 80 miles an hour, you in the game.
But if you down south where all that humidity at, you can forget about it. All you getting is hot air.
Hey, look, hot air. You know, I mean, hey,
wow,
that's the feature of the car. You know what I mean? It's just how it go.
Well, help me to help this lady for Mother's Day get her some AC. Because,
you know what she could do though? Yeah, I gotta, go back to the dude. Send her to the guy that wired up the light switch and had him wire up a box fan in the back window. Because box fans down south is like air conditioning at nighttime. So you get you a box fan and wire that joint up. I promise.
Matter of fact, you missed it when I had one on here. I know everybody saw it. It was a guy riding with a cooler with ice and it had a fan in front of it, and it blowed
straight. Hey, think about this. He might have been the pioneer for these turbo guys and these supercharger guys, because they put the ice in coolers, running through the intercooler. That might have been the start of something. Hey.
Man, you never know. It's all like you don't have AC in the car you just built. Oh no, we gotta get you some AC in that.
Vintage air. Oh, Igloo. Yeah. I got an Igloo system in my joint. You got vintage air.
Yeah, vintage air, Igloo. Oh, the other company. There's another company called Tri-Cool. They went out of business though.
You got Arctic. What else? I'm talking about regular coolers here.
Yeah.
What is it, Yeti? You got the Yeti system in your joint, in your box Chevy. Put your Yeti in there. Put some ice in there. You good?
Exactly. What's up, Zara Love in the building? I see you, man. Let's go to the next one now. This right here.
Oh,
Catfish. This for you. They had to pull the Benz engine out of the wreck bin so they can put it in the nice Benz. Now, this is what got me though. They use that Benz to strap it, and he got it on a come along, and he pulled the engine and tranny out of it. I mean, it's out of there. Shade tree for real. But what got me was the chickens wasn't bothered. There's some chickens over here, and they ain't even bothered.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: that's real. That's for real country right there. And anybody that I know, a dude here in Kansas City. Shout out to Joe. My homie, he got a chain hooked up in the tree right, like to this day, like right now, I can go to his house. He got a chain hooked up to his tree. That's the best engine horse ever, because it ain't never in the way. You just pull up.
No, it ain't.
It ain't never in the way. Now the chickens, I don't know about the chickens though. They over there doing their thing.
And look, at least he moved the kid's tire swing out the way. Yeah, they little swing off the tree. He moved that way out the way so they get hurt. But I mean, he pulled the whole engine out of there to go in that Benz. Catfish. That's gonna be the next mechanic's gonna work on your car. But my other thing was this. I was looking at this long cable and I was like, oh, that go to the come along. I was like, oh man. And he up on that ladder. Now my thing is this. The way that ladder's sitting on that tree and the bush is sitting up here, my thing is, what is up in this bush? What if something come up out of that bush and roll up on him and he got to jump up off that ladder? Hey, would he lose the engine?
He might, but that's a necessary risk, man. The engine ain't gonna pull itself, man. So either you gonna do it now, or you're gonna be doing it all night. Like, and it might be something for real out there at nighttime. So I'm just gonna go and get it done.
Exactly. Not only that, instead of him having an engine stand, he put 2 logs together to sit it on.
Hey. Hey.
Catfish, this for you, bro.
Hey. It's working, man. You got to get it done, man. And he's doing it on the grass, so he's trying to be very environmental. It ain't going to sit on that grass too long, you know?
Nah, he's trying on dropping it down, moving that out the way, pulling his car in the way, and dropping it right back in there. He getting it done.
Yeah, he with it. And he
by
out there
any means necessary is what I call this.
This one man is doing more by himself than people with fancy shops. And he out there with a
man, you boy. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. I'm gonna give him an A for that effort because you know what? He getting it done.
I've done that before with a tree, so I can't really knock my man. I know where he at with it.
No, I've done it with a tree before too. I've done it with a garage pole. I've done it with a bunch of people just pulling. Like we in the man. Boy. And I was the one doing the pulling. My dad said, pull. I'm like, I'm pulling. We all just pulling, and it's just going around the thing that pull the whole engine up out of there. But man, let's go to the next one. Now, this was yesterday. For those that missed yesterday, I figure I'll put this back up there again. For those that missed yesterday, man, they made sure they got this car out of this water. There was like, you know, we got to get it out of here. But my thing is this, that water looking kind of suspect. My thing is, what the hell is in that water to save this $500,000 car? Because that'd be my whole thing. But they got it, as you see, they got it out of there and drove it right up on out of it. But the whole time it's running and driving, they just push it.
Well, I don't know what they plan on doing with it afterwards, though. Like, it's cool that you got it out of the water, but what you gonna do with it after that?
Oh man, they paid for a full detail.
It looked like it got water on the inside, and from my understanding, Rolls Royces are hand assembled. So are y'all gonna take it apart and get the water from under the carpet and all that stuff to keep it from mildew on the inside? What's the plan for that? That one got me beat. What you think?
I don't know. I still would have bought it from Coparts. If that was at Copart, I still would have bought it.
I mean, but you think about it, like, what do you want with it though? It ain't got no LS or no LT in it. What do you want with it? It's a Rolls Royce. I mean,
we can LS swap the world in that. If some go on the engine, I'm snatching it out and putting the LS in it.
Oh God. Yeah. I mean, you gotta, you know. I don't know about that one, man. That one got me beat.
That one got you beat. Yeah, that was one from yesterday. And also, being everybody staying, Mark, you better stop showing that Benz foolery. Hey, man, I had to show the Benz. But this right here is what I showed yesterday. Government urged people to work from home during the pandemic. Uber driver, he's working from home. He pulled all the way down in the garage. He said, I'm going to take somebody from the kitchen to the bedroom.
Hey, no. I get that money.
Hold on, G. Like, no, like, some stuff, man, in life, this is like, T done heard me say this 1,000 times. How? Just like, you just look at it like, how did you get the car down, like, right there? What was going on? Where did it come from? How did you do that?
It's a window right there, and they crashed through the window. But somebody got smart and put that up top because they're an Uber driver that smashed through the window.
I get it, but I mean, you see how it's like it's going down the stairs. It was like they was really trying to do something right there. I'm like, how?
Sure, they was. They hit that window and kept going. They was going to the basement.
Yeah, man. Man, I don't know.
Like I said, this is what they were doing. They was Ubering from home. I'm gonna pick you up from the basement, take you to the kitchen, from the kitchen to the bedroom.
Hey, man, look. I wonder if they're still available right now. Is it an Uber Elite if I gotta go to the bathroom though?
I don't know. My thing is, what they do, just drop you off and pick you up.
I don't know, man. I wonder, man, that's a new for me. I appreciate you for putting me on to that. I'm about to go research that tonight.
Now, I'm gonna go to the next one. My man right here. Gotta love the Nissan Sentra sitting up there. He said, by any means necessary, this is my shop. I'm working. I'm practicing social distancing. We work on outside getting this fresh air. Now, what really got me was this. They're using that little bitty chain to pull that engine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, they pulling the engine and train. They pulling everything out of here.
Yeah. It's a 1.8, so it ain't that heavy.
No, it ain't. It ain't that heavy. It ain't that heavy at all. But I figure I'll put this up there, we gotta love our shade tree mechanics because
you know what, like people all, I don't know, just me coming from the South. When people say shade tree mechanic, it's like that sound. They try to make it sound like it's somewhat derogatory or something.
It's
But I
not.
feel like this: if your car broke and the only place I got to work on it is outside, am I your friend or not? You know what I mean? Like shade tree. I mean, I think it's pretty ingenious.
My thing is, why I put this up here, I was looking at the jack stand. It ain't on no
Oh
piece
yeah,
of
no,
wood. It's just sitting in dirt, sinking.
That's a sketch. That's a sketch level.
That was like a Harbor Freight one too. You know they got recalls.
You know what? Hold on. You might be just right. Can I zoom in?
Ain't gonna last too long.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so what he gotta do, he gotta go back there and get the tire out the back, take the tires off and put them under the car, cause just in case the car fall on the tires, cause like this dude just started, he just got this job. Yeah. He just started the other day. He got this job. He was working at Walmart, changing oil or something like that, and then somebody hired him. But yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened with that.
Well, we gonna leave him alone. We'll come back to him another time. We'll leave him alone. Now, these are my favorite guys right here.
That's the one right there. That's it.
These are my favorite guys right here. They done pulled this engine out. Now, what is this, a Dodge?
Yeah, that's a Dodge. It's like a Plymouth Satellite. Or something like that. That's what it looked like.
But my man said, we got the engine out. We finally got it. We're going to take a picture. Now, what made me love this picture so much? It's hot, no shirt. They just chilling. Ladies, y'all need a good man? These some good men right here.
Yeah.
They did everything on their own. Pull them on out of there. They said, we get it done.
And look, even though you know they got on the jeans, they I'm saying the skinny jeans or whatever. This is a different kind of skinny jean. This is real man right here. I don't know about nowadays. Women want men with clean hands and all this that. But if your car's sitting like that and he don't know how to fix it, then what?
I got a funny story about that. 3 years ago, where the hell was I at? I can't remember where I was at. It was at the QT. These two guys. And it was a lady, she stopped me. She said, excuse me, sir, do you know how to change a flat? I said, yeah. And I saw two guys with it. I thought they was going to help. These two guys were dressed clean and pretty. They were sitting, one of them sitting filing his nails.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that, okay, that's what you're doing.
Hold on, stop right there. Nothing wrong with filing your nails while a lady need a tire change?
No, I'm following your nails. I didn't say, well, lady need a tire change. This is what I thought. I thought they needed help, like the dudes was going to help too.
Okay.
These two dudes go get in the car while she's standing out there holding the flashlight for me to change the tire. I was like, hold on. Who are these dudes? Oh, that's my boyfriend and that's his brother.
But that's what I'm saying. They filing their nails while your lady need a tire. Man, dog. Cancel the whole situation.
Do you know I stopped what I was doing though and told them, get y'all damn asses out of this car. You gonna help me put on this tire. Here goes some gloves. Help me put on this tire. No, man. You're not changing no flat.
What was this at? Like what state? No offense to the states. What was this at?
It was here in KC.
Wow.
They wasn't from here though. That's the thing. They wasn't from here, but it was here, and I was like, wow. And they had. I said, do you have a donut? And she said, I don't know what that is. I said, hey, my man, look in the trunk to see if it's a spare in there. He said, what, spare chain? No, a spare tire. Another tire and rim. See, look in there. He's looking, but I don't see nothing in there. I look, they ain't have one in there. I said, oh, okay. So this is one of the cars that came out of spare tire. She said, what I got to do now? I said, you see right there up the street, there's a Tire Plus right there on the corner right there. They go a Goodyear over there. I'm going to tell you right now, Goodyear going to cost you more. Hey, my man, come here. Hey, man, grab this tire. Both of y'all walk that shit up that hill and go get a tire put on and walk it right back. So they looked at me like I was crazy. I said, well, I'm going to drive off. No, I'm going to ride off. I was on my heart. I'm going to ride off. Oh, no. They walk up there. By this time, they got pitch black. They walked all the way up that hill, got it done, came back. Man, you know the tire was $80. I said, that's the best $80 you spent then because you finna spend $80 for me to change this damn tire. What? Well, I ain't putting this bitch on there. Them motherfuckers pulled out $80 out of their pocket and paid me. I wasn't going to charge her nothing, but being these big grown-ass men sit up in this car, no, y'all going to help me. I said, this your man? She said, yeah. I said, what the hell? I was like, what the hell you love about him? He ain't do shit. He got in the car while you standing there holding the light. I had to make him hold the light. I put it on, let it down, torque the lugs, put the cap back on, and I said, Miss, you got to let this one go. I said, usually I don't be like that, but he ain't trying to do nothing but sit there and look pretty. So he looked good though. I said,
Yeah.
But
I mean,
she driving. I said, wait a minute, he ain't driving. No, no. I'm gonna drive. It's
that's
my
a
car.
weird situation, man. I see that more often than not, man. And dog, I wasn't raised like that, man. Like, if I'm around a female, whether it's my lady or somebody else, you know what I'm saying? If I see the situation, dog, we handling that. Like, we don't. That ain't how that go. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's weird. I had a dude come to O'Reilly's one time when I was working there. Super cold. His lady and his kid in the car. He needed some windshield wipers put on, and he said he had bought the windshield wipers 2 weeks before that, but rode around with him in the car. Took him back to Sam's Club where he bought them, and came to O'Reilly's to buy some more because he didn't know how to put them on, and O'Reilly's would put them on. I'm looking at this dude like, what? I'm like, man, if I had someone for that lady and that kid to go, I would have sent them there. Like, come on, man. We ain't even that old. I mean, I understand a lot of stuff is getting done and a lot of stuff is easy, man, but we got to keep that craft up, man. That's just part of being a man, G. Like, for real, to me, it is. It's just part of being a man, certain stuff.
It is, and I've really, I know that, and I've really extra learned that over the weekend. My alternate went out on my Escalade, and me being me, I hurried up. I saw Riley's up the street. I made it to the back of the parking lot and made it around. Its whole vehicle shut off. I told him this alternate. I already noticed what it is. Charging system light came on, system not charged. Blah blah blah. Plus, alternate is burning the front. Okay, well, an alternate cost this much. I went ahead and paid for it. I said, let me get the heavy duty one. I went ahead and paid for it and put it on. I walked back in the store in about 25 minutes. They was like looking at me like, you done already? Yeah, here the alternator. Let me get my core charge back and let me borrow that jump box to jump it off. They could not believe it to the point the guy, when I drove back around, had to really look like, wow, man, what shop you work for? I said, my garage. And the other guy said, my garage, where's that shop located? At my house. he was like, at your house? Oh, I don't work nobody. Man, I ain't never seen nobody do something that fast. I said, well, the LS engines is 6.2. All its engines is sit on top. The tension is right there. That's a 15. Let it down. Slide the belt off. It's 2 15s in it. Take them off. When you get it off, it's a number 10 on top, and there's a plug. Slide the new one back in. Make sure the shims don't slide all the way back, and that's it. Dude was like, I never seen nobody do nothing so fast. He said, you was done with that? I said, yeah, I'm done with that, and I still got time to make it where I got to go. Let's go. Get my money back so I can go. I'm in a rush.
Yeah, man. That's just common knowledge.
Yeah, and I learned that, a lot of people don't know, they pick at the new millennials, talking about, the millennials, they don't know this, they don't know that. I'm like, you know what? This is the point of a lot of them don't want to learn because they don't have anybody to show them. If you have somebody to show them, like, for instance, my dad, my uncles, they show me over the years. The guy that taught me how to paint cars, Larry Tyler, he showed me how to do this, showed me how to do that. But you have some folks that they don't get shown that. And my thing is this: take time and show them. Even though now you got stuff like YouTube right here where you can do your research and find out how to do everything.
Yeah,
and get out there.
People know how to work an iPhone or Xbox or whatever without even opening the instructions at all. And I mean, I ask people this all the time. Like, you're using the same type of ingenuity, the same brain length, wavelength in your brain. You're using the same thing to do this versus doing that. And I'm like, why don't you apply to things that you need to know, and instead of the things that you want to know? I mean, you can still know both. There's nothing wrong with knowing both. Like, I still, like, when T, and you said the new millennials, you're exactly right. The first thing,
not all. Let's correct that. Not all.
Yeah, not all. The first thing, when he came over and he started working on cars, the first thing that I made him do was start to work on everything with hand tools. And he was like, well, you got an air compressor right there. You got electric tools right there. I'm like, yeah, I got those. You need to know how it feels when you're getting close to snapping a bolt. You need to know how it feels with the stuff in your hand. So
and how to hit your knuckles when you slip.
Yeah. So if I show you the easy way, you'll never learn the hard way. And the hard way might be what saves you on the side of the road or whatever. So that was exactly the process I took him through. And now he the man now.
I know you probably Tevion, I know you was like, man, what the F? Why you got me doing this? You got this shit right here. And you know now it's the principle of it because it was the same way with me when I was coming as a kid. It wasn't no air tools. There wasn't really no air. 80s. There wasn't no air tools in the 80s. That didn't come until the 90s. And when that came, my dad was like, man, you better grab that 4-way lug wrench right over there and put that. Man, no, I'm gonna use this right now. You better grab that over there. I'm like, man, come on. But now you have stuff where now you don't even need air tools. You got lithium battery stuff with the impacts. You got all that stuff out here now. And my thing is this. My thing is this. It's like this is my favorite live so far. I like these two so important. Man, appreciate that she loved this live so far. She's new. Y'all definitely show her some love. She's new. She came on. It was like True Grit on about pain, and she's loving all the live streams. This is her favorite one so far because all the information and whatnot. But my thing is, I try to teach as many as I can teach. I don't know everything, but when people ask, and like for the lady I explained, I felt so bad for her. She was really learning how to change a tire, and she said, and I told her, I said, look. Go over there off of 12th Street. There's a salvage yard over there. They got a bunch of these cars sitting there while you here visiting. Because she was here visiting. She said, we literally just got into town. Go to 12th Street tomorrow. Go get you. Tell them what kind of car you got. You just want the spare rim. Don't worry about the tire until you want the spare rim. Do you know that lady hit me up the next day? She said, they sold me a whole rim for $15. I paid more than that for the tire. And they had a good tire. And I said, now that'd be your spare. Don't put it on. That'd be special. Well, I thought about taking the tire back. No, you can't take no tire back. Leave that tire on there. That's gonna be your spare. She literally thought she could return the tire like she bought some clothes. I'm like, no, leave that tire. That's your spare. We don't know how long that tire's been on that car, how long it's been sitting in the salvage yard. But at least that's your spare to get you where you got to go.
Get you out of a pinch, man. And
and that's the thing. Some of these new cars don't come with spares.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, was a Kia Optima? Or something like that, because they don't have a spare. They got
Kia doesn't have a spare. Believe it or not, some Cadillacs don't have a spare. The SRX doesn't have a spare. The Equinox doesn't come with a spare. It's so many vehicles that do not come with spares. And I had to ask somebody. I got a connection at GM that works for a design team, and I asked him like, why didn't I come with spares? He said, I don't even know. He found out for me. He said, man, look, I talked to some of the people. This is why they were getting sued by so many people about these donuts. And it cost them for a spare. They're just leaving them out. And it was putting the run flat system in there, which is, I know some of the Cadillacs have it. They have basically a pump and a run flat. I'm like, well, if you have a blowout, that ain't going to do nothing for that period.
If you break that bead, it's over.
Ms. Ellis said, yeah, my Altima does it. But Ms. Ellis says, I'm going to tell you right now, you better go get you one.
Yeah, for sure.
But my mouth was, hey, Ms. Ellis, how many cars you got?
God. She on the way. Hey, this is the one thing I can say, man. That lady sound like she like me, but I can say this one thing about myself. Tell Loco he needs to start hanging with me more because everybody that starts hanging
he hear you. He's on here.
Everybody that hangs with me starts buying cars. My man just bought a 79 C10. He looking for a G body right now, which we got our eye on a Monte Carlo SS for him. Like, dog, you hang with me, you just start buying stuff because it just comes. And I'm the kind of person. If you my dog, I'm your dog. So if the car's $1,500 and you got 1,000, we getting it. It's over. We getting it anyway. Like whatever.
He just said you don't pick up when he calls.
He didn't call me. He didn't like. And I'll be the first to say he might be right. He might be right because I'm not a phone guy like that. Like I'll put my phone down in the cup holder in the car and it'll be there all night. I come in the house, go to sleep, whatever. That's just my thing. Like I move. Like,
I'm gonna help you get out of that one because if I'm trying to reach you for something, it's about some business or about meeting up, or about some money. And you gonna be mad you missed my phone call.
I got a system though. I got a system. If you call me and you call me 3 times back to back, that means you really want something and I'm gonna pick up. But if you just call me and just hang up, I'm just like, you probably, I got this engine hanging over my head. I probably need to call him back.
He said, I text him. Okay. Well,
oh, you know what happened? I met him before my phone crashed.
Oh yeah, he had to.
I had to get a new phone. My phone crashed. I lost everything. G. I lost all kind of pictures, videos. Tell him to hit me up again, and I got we on.
He said he'd definitely reach out for sure. I know I'm definitely gonna reach out and whatnot, being in the same city. But man, I know my time is over, y'all. Everybody kind of fading off because I'm trying to go beyond too far an hour. But man, I appreciate y'all coming on. Y'all definitely gonna be back on again, and we definitely gonna meet up and whatnot. Like I said, I got mask and gloves, so I'll definitely meet up. And also, shout out to everybody that's been in here and whatnot, hanging with me. And also prayers out to Demonology. Demonology, I know you watching. Shout out to KJ. I know you out there watching because KJ's in the Navy. He got deployed a little over a week ago.
Yeah,
And
shout
whatnot.
out to
Man,
all the guys. Thank y'all for having me.
Shout out to my dog Scat Pack Jay. He was in the building yesterday. He got interviewed yesterday. Real cool dude out of Little Rock.
Yeah, that's the South too. So it's legit.
All day is the South. Like people don't realize how close we are to the South. We only like one state away. Like you drive one state, Arkansas.
Yep.
You drive over here, another side. Next thing you know, Arkansas again. You're like, dang. You drive over here, Tennessee. I'm like, okay, we in the middle, but we right in between everything.
Yeah. Yeah, plug in YouTube, man.
Yes, plug it in before we leave. Plug it in.
If I want to learn how to LS swap any old school or just want to follow the process of what I got going on as a young fellow doing what I'm doing, trying to inspire other people to do the same thing on a budget, but not really, then go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Tevion's Garage. I've been dropping a couple of videos. I got a couple of bangers on there, but the car will be started soon, so channel just gonna go up from there.
And it was funny too.
Yeah,
I just started a new page, Lemar Auto Designs. I'm gonna try to get more and more videos because I be doing some crazy stuff. I got some stuff people will be like, "Hey man, I was looking for that," or whatever the case may be. And then people tell me I'm a funny dude anyway. I don't even try to be that, but I'm gonna try to bring y'all some content, man. Reach out to me on Lemar Auto Designs on Instagram and Facebook, man. Just reach out to me.
Here go Miss LSX. Come swap my other Impala because she looking for somebody to do a swap on her other car.
What's she at though?
She's all the way in Virginia. Miss LSX, you gonna have to ship that car here to get that done with them. Oh man, hold on. Before I miss it, shout out my dog Black Battle Cat in the building. What's up, New York? Doing your thing, young fella, man. I'm trying. Y'all haven't seen Battle Cat has been on the show. He has been on the show and whatnot. Real cool dude, man. That's my dog right there.
Yeah, I saw the video with him. That's how I was getting prepared for this. I was watching the videos.
So you was watching all to find out what go on. You know, this is a laid back atmosphere. I'm literally sitting, chilling. Yeah. This is one of the most fun things of my day that I get to do and sit back and talk cars and talk people and I have a good time and bring people together and people get to see who y'all are and whatnot.
Oh yeah, definitely come through though. You got to come through and check us out, man. You
know I am. Did they say this wrong? Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, they did. Because Battle Cat is from down that area.
Oh, who is that?
No, not them. The guest I had on yesterday, Battle Cat, which is Scat Pack J. He's from Arkansas. He's from Little Rock.
Okay.
But no, Lamar's from Alabama. He's from Alabama, but he's up here in KC, up here where I'm at. Tevion is born and raised here in KC. So, you know, he's on that good old Gates, that good old LC barbecue, that good old Mr. T's barbecue. Man, don't let me keep going. Because, you know, I get asked that all the time. Which barbecue is better, Texas or here? I said, man, I've had both. But, I mean, I'm sorry. I got to go with KC, not because I live there, because what Gates? No, not Gates. LC is my spot. I'm LC's over Gates, even though I still love Gates, but I'm LC over Gates.
Crazy, I can't lie. Big T's, that's where it's
Why you ain't never took to none of these spots, G?
My fault, right down.
What? Whoa, you ain't been to none of these spots?
I ain't been to none of them.
We're gonna fix that once the epidemic is over with. We're gonna fix that.
When I moved here, man, they told me to move to Johnson County, and that's where I'm at. So I don't know.
Yeah, you got to float out of Johnson County. Trust me, I know.
It's legit.
And no offense to Oklahoma Joes. No offense, but I love their ribs because is it? Oh, Loco said LC is all right. Slabs A1. Yeah, that's another tight spot. I mean, oh man, there's a bunch of other spots that I've found on my own that are pretty good, but I love LC's. I love their beans. You know, if you want to go somewhere prissy on a date, you know, whatnot, and I ain't no prissy pan. I'm not talking about you. You want to go somewhere, take your lady, go to Jack Stats, and you get the high-end barbecue, but I'm not going to Jack Stats to pay all that money, even though their food is good. But I'm
link up and go there.
Go to what? LC's?
Either one.
Man, we definitely could do that, man. We can do that as soon as this weekend.
Boy, you try to go as soon as this weekend, and all they doing. You know what? They probably open, and all they doing is to go. I know that's all they doing.
Oh yeah, they are. I seen the line was around. It was busy.
Yeah, the line always around the corner. Always. Yeah, you know what? Oh yeah, I forgot about Q39. Local said go to Q39 for fancy. Yeah, I've been there too. Matter of fact, I need to post that video. This was a while back. I forgot I even had it. I'm sitting in there and the whole Raiders walking in. Raiders were playing the Chiefs. This was like last year. Yeah, last year. Not this season, going the season before that. And all of a sudden I said, I know that dude. He played for the Raiders. But all of a sudden the last person walking was Marshawn Lynch and everybody got quiet. Everybody said, "Peace mode." He said, "What's up?" I was like, "Yeah, what's happening?" Okay. And one of the guys that walked in, I knew because he used to play for the Chiefs, and I said, "That's the reason why they're here." Because I've done a lot of IT work for him. He kind of just pointed at me and kind of just kept walking.
Yeah, that's legit, man.
Man, here go Local. We can do tomorrow. No, Local, we can't do tomorrow. I got a long day tomorrow. We can't do tomorrow. Look, here go Nut House. Let's go when we going. Everybody ready to go. Said people swear by it. Nut House has gotten overrated. Q39. Oh, there they go. No, Q39 wings. The wings off the man. Y'all gonna make me hungry. Man, let's give it in this live because I'm getting hungry now. Man, appreciate y'all coming through. Don't leave yet. So I'm gonna give y'all some information. I'm going to cut the live short for everybody else. But y'all know my motto, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. My motto is this, be nice to everyone out here. Try to do the best you can do. People leaving here quick. Man, reach out to people and reach out to for a while because people are leaving here. Even if you got a beef with them, try to squash it. I know people hit me up all the time. Man, my beef's too far gone. This dude slept my wife. This dude slept my mama and all this other crap I be hearing. I'm like, yeah, I got that yesterday. And I'm like, look, that's okay. Forgive him for you. That don't mean you have to hang with them the whole time. Forgive him for you. Don't let that beat up in your heart. Don't let them win. And at the same time, pray for them. That's all you can do at the end of the day. So until then, y'all, I see y'all tomorrow. Man, I forgot who tomorrow's guest is because all is running together. But I definitely see y'all tomorrow here at the same time. Y'all will see the promo. I will put it out there. Until then, everybody salute. Be safe out there. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Wear your gloves. And be safe for your surroundings. Until then, peace.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.